Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right. As a reminder, I'm offering a reward for anybody who can invite me to some kind of house party. Let's just say between 5 and 10 people. And the reason for the reward is that I don't tend to have a difficult time keeping something going, right? I have a hard time making the new connections in the first place. And so once I get that foot in the door, and I ran into more drama today, actually. I was a bigger person, but I still ran into drama. What had happened was I'm here at Glendale Community College where I teach. We have this engineering club that meets every Friday. And I ran into difficulty with holding any conversation with anybody. People's eyes always point away from me, regardless of what group I'm in. Not only at clubs, but at events throughout the city, right? At meetup groups. Not only just there, but even when I go to the store and I try to get somebody's attentions, people's eyes will always point away from me. Just the other day, I was at a grocery store and I wanted to ask one of the employees when they were going to restock something. And I'm literally close enough to him to spread COVID to him multiple times over. Let's put it that way. It was a good breathing distance from him. And still, it was like he was his mind, his eyes were somewhere else, right? And that's not an uncommon experience for me, and I don't know why. If anybody can shed some light on this, please leave a comment. People are too shy. I wish somebody would say straight to my face what the problem was. I really do. I would not be offended by that. In fact, I'd like to also offer a reward for anybody who could open up and tell me what the problem is. Right? It might be difficult over the screen, but people who know me personally could probably tell me. Right? I was at another grocery store this past week, and when I went to, I'm very good with numbers, right? I'm a mathematician, and so I catch on when the price doesn't ring up right. I was ringing something up, and it rang up 10 cents more, and I didn't think it was a very big deal because it had a big sales sticker right on it. I thought the employee could come and look at it, and nobody wanted to give me the time of their day, right? The one of the cashiers there, he was having small chat with one of his colleagues, with one of the customers, doing anything except for his job for whatever bizarre reason. And I really do think it's appearances, right? I see other people in my day to day life who can go up to a complete stranger and start something very easily, right? I've learned that the only difference between being able to start a conversation easily and being labeled a creep is literally the way you look, right? I've learned the hard way that in our society it often behaves like that, right? And so, but I would appreciate if anybody could shed some light on this. Again, it might be difficult over the screen, but if I look wrong, if I smell bad, if anything, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to give any other advice that may sound off. Right? If I need to imagine I needed to lose weight, that's probably not the situation. You can feel free to tell me. If I needed to do anything, right, just say it. Right? I'd rather hear it. Okay, so here's the reward for anybody who can get me into some kind of house party, ideally between 5 and 10 people. I'd like to offer. I didn't bring it with me today, but you guys saw in the last video a 2 pound bismuth statue of. I think it was the god of wealth, but I got other similar sized bismuth statues to choose from. I got some Buddhas, some holy crosses, and some other things. But roughly 2 pound. Let's shoot for about 2 pounds of bismuth. Right now, just the bismuth itself is worth like at least $60, $70, right? All right. So it's one of those things. Let me tell you about today. Actually, later tonight, I'm going to go to. We have a carnival event here at the Glendale Community College. Now, this situation is kind of bittersweet. because I used to go to those carnivals alone, and I had a very difficult time. Some of those rides need two people on there for whatever reason, and I always hung around there asking people, anybody come here alone, and it drove the operators of the carnival crazy. And so last year, I almost thought about having a little bit of a protest. What I was thinking of doing last year was to go to the carnival alone and again, go to get line up just like everybody else. And when I got to the front of the line, hey, is anybody riding this alone? And if the employees there give me a hard time about it, I was thinking about just running on board the ride and sitting down and telling them, why don't you sort this out? I'm here. I'm a paying guest just like everybody else, and see what they do about it. I was thinking about doing that actually as a protest. I was thinking it would be akin to Rosa Parks, right? And so I wanted to see how it would play out. But I don't have very good emotional fortitude. I have a tendency for those things to turn violent, and that's why I didn't do it. You need very good emotional fortitude uh, to do something like that. And the other thing I thought about doing was well, I guess I did do it, and this is how it worked out, right? Offering a reward for anybody who could connect me with people. And so the girl that I'm going to the carnival with today, I didn't meet her through the reward program, but it's not to say the reward program didn't help, right? You got to understand, a lot of times last year when I was down in the dumps, I was so heartbroken. It was very difficult for me to network with anybody else. So indirectly, right? I met her through offering these rewards. That's why I'm upping the stakes again this time around. All right. So, but I don't know if I still want to do that protest though. I'm thinking about going with the girl tonight, have a good time there, and then next week the carnival's 2 weeks. Next week, go there alone, and then do the protest, because then I won't be so desperate anymore, and I could actually have some emotional fortitude. But I want to do it on. Let's see. I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays here. I don't want to get in a lockup situation where I'm going to miss class. I'm thinking of doing it on Thursday night after my class, and just in case anything untoward were to happen, get locked up or something like that, I'll have time to sort it out, right? So please continue to pray for me. And again, 2 pounds of 2 pound statue of bismuth as the reward for now, right? I may increase it if there are no takers. And again, if anybody can point out what the situation is with why nobody gives me the time of their day, let's see. That one's worth a lot more to me, actually. I will give you a 1/10 of an ounce gold coin if you can sort that out for me. And they'll probably, I'll want to see that it actually works before I give out the reward, though. But again, it could be anything, right? If you tell me that I need to lose weight, great. That's probably not it. But if that's what it is, if it's on the magnitude of something like that, tell me. Tell me. If you live locally and I smell bad and you can tell me, because then I can address it, right? Right now I have nothing to address, right? If it's something that I cannot change, like maybe my race or my religion, tell me as well, because then I could at least find another solution to it, right? All right. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.